Go Paniki! Go Paniki!
Okay, and we're live, I believe. Welcome everybody to the Pōneke live stream. Coming back out of hibernation after a bit of a pause following the regular season end, and here we are, quarterfinal time in the under 85s national knockout competition, and back at home on a beautiful day at Kilburnie Park, and back down from the big smoke. Always a pleasure. Test week. Jumping on the mic with me today is our very own. I guess you've upgraded from media pest, right, to a full-blown big dog now. Jamie Wall.
I don't think I'm quite a big dog yet. I'm still a dog of war, though. Thanks very much for having me, Shanks. It's always great to come home. Like you said, beautiful day here at Kilburnie Park. New Plymouth Old Boys out on the field already. Looks like they're probably going to have the use of a slight breeze in the first half, if I've got that right.
Yeah, no, it's. I thought the wind was going to be a lot stronger down here today. So Pōneke could be playing into a bit of a different what you'd call a very light breeze for what we see down here.
Yeah.
And I guess look, welcome as well to anyone tuning in from the mighty Taranaki. Pleasure to have you on the live stream. Pleasure to have you guys down here, and we look forward to seeing any of your comments come through on the chat. Feel free to critique our one-eyed bias on here. Everyone else likes to. We don't take any notice of it, and it probably just makes us worse. But no, it's a pleasure to have you guys on, and we certainly owe you one after the toweling up you gave us a couple of years ago.
Shanks,
when we met you halfway in Wanganui.
I was going to bring that up. Bad blood.
100%.
Do you think there's a bit of that going out today? Not simply through the two teams themselves, but perhaps there was a viral moment, if you remember, involving the referee in that game. Perhaps Pōneke have a point to prove in terms of the way that they approached this from the referee, who I notice is wearing exactly the same uniform as the New Plymouth Old Boys players. That's not a good start for us.
I've just picked up on that too. Now that is you've heard about clashes between the between two teams getting the uniform wrong, but the referees, you're dead right. That is
dead set looks like one of their players.
Yeah,
and here they come.
Here we go, led out by Captain Nathan Marsh, who's been outstanding. Again, Premier 7, who's played most of this year in the Prem 2s, but in outstanding form, and a very robust loose forward is Nathan Marsh.
Yeah, really looking forward to seeing what Nathan's bringing today. Also worth mentioning, though, two men who both represented their country earlier this year, Pasi Asiata and Adam Preston.
Yeah, obviously in the inaugural under 85s NZ team, went through to Sri Lanka, 2 games against them there, so great to see them linking up within this team. And again, Pasi's been in great form, and Adam Preston, just wait until you see this guy go, as we're underway with Josh Ray kicking early, and it's that man Pasi Asiata charging up. Jimmy Lee Hongata with an early clear as he comes, and they hit it up through Robury. Solid, and Declan Hay, of course, usually a 9, playing in at 10 the Sabo. Another great early charge there from Marcus Stowers. Jimmy Lee Hongata Kitas from the base again. Nick Robertson in the centres today. Well dipped after there, and again clean ball for Pōneke. They look wide, and then we head back to Jack McGill. Well looked after. Pōneke not looking to clear as Jimmy Lee heads wide early. Pasi Asiata.
It's a great carry after some good defence there by New Plymouth Old Boys.
Absolutely, and that's a solid charge there early on from Troy Howe. Max Rogers chiming into the line at fullback and second receiver, and they've got a penalty advantage here for a high tackle as they head to the right. Little snipe from Jimmy Lee round the base. Good clear. Stowers. No, my apologies. That's Robury. As Jimmy Lee centres. Preston whips it wide. Stowers. Another solid charge. Good base set up here. And Jimmy Lee's going to come back to the right. Preston. Well looked after around the legs, and Pōneke should have the ball here, but New Plymouth had rights to it.
A little bit of an overlap here.
Rageling, first touch of the game. And what a long first phase, Wally.
This is up to about, I think, phase number 15. Although that is a very good dominant tackle there by New Plymouth Old Boys. Paniki retaining the ball though.
Rogers in at first receiver. He finds Hay. Nice little jink. He's still got the ball. And Jimmy Lee is going to come back to the left now again. First touch now for Rangi.
And another advantage.
So interesting to see how Paniki works this. They're just going to still go about their work, I believe, and that'll be them take it. And it's the first break and play.
I lost count, but I would say that's about 20 phases straight to start the game, and that's almost 2.5 minutes of play. So if this is the pace this game's going to be played at, we're going to have some tired boys at the end. But what a fantastic start there by Porniki. Jimmy Lee really marshalling the troops quite well at the back there. And even though New Plymouth Old Boys put on a couple of decent hits there, they did manage to rally and get their nose to the ground on the next carry, which is a really good start there.
You know, Jimmy Lee was managing them really well, and you did right, Wally. There were a couple of really dominant tackles where a few of the boys, definitely went backwards, but Porniki were able to wrestle back some go forward. As the first line out of the game is about 30 metres out.
This will be interesting.
Yep, the line-out throw is a Porniki struggle, whatever team you're playing at.
To the middle and, lost there. No. They read that one like a book, so New Plymouth Old Boys with their first touch of the ball. Let's see what they do with it. But they have the same sort of intent that Wanderers did.
Well held up, but they're moving forward there.
Let's see what the referee calls here. No, they've done well to recycle this. No. He's called it.
Yeah, well done. So he called it a maul, even though they were going forward, which gives Porniki all rights to hold on to it there. And going from the first line out of the day, we'll head into the first scrum of the day.
Well, that is a massive win there for the home side. They went 20 phases with the ball. New Plymouth Old Boys managed to go 2 and give the ball back.
Yeah, you're thinking a bit of a mental advantage there early on, Wally?
I think this whole first, what have we got, 4 minutes now, has been a real statement of intent. Like we mentioned before, the last game did not go as planned for Porniki. And it's really important to show that these New Plymouth Old Boys guys that this is a new team, a new day, and potentially a new result.
So interesting formation. You can't see it on your screen here to the viewers, but as we zoom out, we've got the 3 players out there, Robertson, Rogers and Rageling. The 3 R's stacked up right behind each other. So they
look like an American football formation out there. Oh, ball's in and out. That should be a reset, ref.
Well, I thought that was out the same channel, same as you, Wally, but play on.
Bit of luck there for New Plymouth Old Boys, and we're going to have to wait to see what that interesting formation can cook up perhaps later in the game.
Yeah, I was intrigued, so a bit disappointing to not see that as Old Boys head wide. And apologies, I can't see the numbers on the back and a little bit unfamiliar with the players, but as Parker clears early.
Well, I've got some good news for you, Shanksy. We've been supplied with some information about this team, which I'll get into later.
Yep, fantastic from the Old Boys management sending that through. It was a great tackle there. That was Howe. As again, Parker looks to clear. Another solid charge, but well looked after and stolen from Preston. Porniki on the attack now. Whoa, okay. Interesting to see what that's for. Off his feet.
Rough call. Rough call there.
Yeah, that was
looked to be some really good work there by Preston.
Absolutely, so, but he must be talking about one of the cleaners. But again, as you say, Wally, that was just a thief in the night. Just absolutely ripped it out of his hands, and it'd be interesting to see that again as to who was saying just came in and fell.
I don't want to labour the point, but the referee is wearing the same jersey as New Plymouth Old Boys. I'm not saying it's influencing decisions, but and great take.
Yeah, that's Ho. He's nicked it. Old Boys, New Plymouth Old Boys were looking to go to the back.
So set piece, a real lottery early on.
Solid charge from Marsh as Hongata clears from the base. Preston goes to out the back, and now Rageling has an opportunity. Steps in field, still going.
Good carry.
That's a good carry, and he's managed to give clean ball for Hongata again. Stowers, lovely tackle there, going in low as the Old Boys player. Hongata heads back right. Preston, well looked after the spot tackle, but Rogers has got it to Rageling. Proving quite elusive out there, Rageling, but looked after again as Hongata finds Stowers. No, not Stowers, my apologies, Robery. Pushed off the ball there, but Jimmy Lee Hongata has managed to scoop it up, and he finds Rogers for Robertson. Robertson with that trademark step of his inside straightens. They've got numbers to the left here, but they head back in right to McGill.
Feels like they're playing it safe. Good ball retention here. Nice carry there again by Robery.
Well, you're going to need to make sure you got support as Hay finds Rogers. Good little snipe.
It's almost there. They're just getting on that outside shoulder there, landing face first.
Yeah, that's right. Half breaks, aren't they, Wally? And they just need to get some arms free, you feel, to set these guys alight. But I think Old Boys have stolen it.
By Old Boys.
Yeah, yeah.
And another advantage.
So not rolling away there. And look, I was going to say that earlier, Wally, that one thing Pōneke need to be careful of, you can see how Old Boys are looking to play, is going isolated, because this side will be absolutely class at picking their moments to go in and get hands on the ball, and they've just proven it there. Pōneke need to make sure they're supporting. Yeah.
That is three very similar penalties given away. And if you can't tell, yes, the referee is wearing the same jersey as the opposition. I just feel like I need to point that out. I'm just saying, perhaps he could have made a better choice this morning.
Yeah, very interesting that. As Pōneke steal another line out. Well taken there by Siolo. And he's managed to clear it back.
I must stress the point. It may or may not have anything to do with the decision making.
Yeah. No, very diplomatic of you, Wally. As Rogers finds space, and it's came wide for Rangi as he chips inside. Robertson is chasing the Roadrunner. Well tidied up at the back there, and I believe that is McLaughlin.
McLaughlin, yes.
One of the three brothers in the Old Boys side, as Pōneke forced the error.
That's a great result.
And they've gone. Hasiata. Referee's allowed to play on. Pōneke with space to the right. Not too much numbers, though, you'd have to say. And they've slowed it right down to get their bearings. Robery with the pick. Nice short ball for Stowers, who brings it up to about 10 metres out from the Old Boys line. And that's how, again, another robust charge in right in the thick of it there.
Good, patient play here. Just probing around. They're probably not going to find anything out wide until... No. Sorry, one of the players put their hand up, and I thought it was a referee because, once again, he is wearing the same jersey as the opposition.
And he's got his arm out for a penalty here, the penalty advantage. So Pōneke want to make the most of this. And it'll be interesting to see if they give it some air, Wally. Looking to keep it pretty conservative. Here they go. Preston, solid charge.
Interesting choice there. I feel like the way in was... calling here. Oh, yeah, penalty. I feel like the way in was around the fringes there. They seem to be making a metre at a time there, and they've gone quickly.
Turning down the three in front of the sticks. They want to make sure they come away with the points here.
That's a try.
Try scored. Wasn't quite sure there whether they'd got over, and I think that is Jack McGill.
Big Jack.
Yeah, that's right. Jack scored the try there, guys.
Thank you, Crusher. And as I said, I thought that was the way through the front door. Around that fringe there, they're making good metres at a time, and I don't really see why they'd want to go away from that. The defence out wide from Old Boys was pretty solid. They were under advantage, to be fair, and came back and took that quick tap. Was the right call, and this should be a 7-0 lead.
You know, you're proving dead right there, weren't you, Wally? When they, I was probably, if I'm being completely honest, calling them for some to sling it wide, but that proved to be the wrong call, and they came back for the tap, bang, bang, and we're over under the sticks.
Well, this is a great result considering this breeze that, well, it may pick up, but again, Beautiful conditions here for footy at Kilburnie Park.
Afternoon, lads. It's pulling out the breeze of the sun, isn't it? It's a very, very strong, bright sun there. So, if,
Yeah, I feel like Old Boys will be hanging this one as high as they can. Try and make use of that.
and just shout out to Matt Thomas, the referee. He's in the, I believe he's in the New Zealand High Performance. Great Wellington Premier referee. He is mic'd up, but I don't think he's turned it on.
Well, that's the second mistake he's made today.
Yeah. Just needs to work on his wardrobe, as Jamie Walls pointed out several times.
He can borrow my shirt at half time. We can swap.
Yeah, and Jimmy Lee Hongata was flinging Old Boys players out of his way there, and it's gone quick, has Ho.
Nice.
Great run, got good support.
Really,
Hongata.
really impressed with the 8-9 combination so far.
Rogers well looked after, thought he'd spotted a gap there, but it was closed sharply as Hongata looks to head back to the try scorer, Jack McGill. Good step, nice slow tackle though, well done from Old Boys there. As Howe, again, solid run. He's been magnificent this opening 10 minutes.
This Old Boys defence still very well organised out here. Probing away in the middle there. That's another five easy metres.
As Hay, dummies, Robertson takes it in off the short ball.
Knees down.
He's got his knees down and this should be easy, clean ball. Little bit sloppy there is Hongata. Interesting choice of tactics there from Hongata, and it's turned back over to Old Boys as the 10 is Riley Parker. Finds some space.
And this one might go.
And
this might be a terrible and it's... Oh, well, you can't get much closer than that.
Line dropout. Yeah, well...
I think Josh Ray from Old Boys was sweating on that kick. Says here he's played 300 games for the B team. Gee.
Yeah, well, it's...
That's quite the effort from Josh.
300 games of rugby in any grade is solid. And my mistake, I called him Riley Parker earlier, so that's going to need to correct myself there as Rogers gets us underway with a good line dropout that hangs in the wind. Old Boys now with the fullback, Millen. Solid run.
Well, this is their best opportunity so far.
As Parker heads left. Pornicking in on the ball there. Whoa. Well, Tauvanga Siolo felt he had rights to that, and it was difficult to argue, and I think he's probably calling out Matt Treby for not rolling away, in fairness, as Josh Ray will look to put them in the corner, and he's done so.
That's a good nudge.
Jamie's just a comment on the screen there for you, mate.
Jordan Riddick. Thanks, mate. Yeah, you're only going to egg him on, I'm pretty sure. But
We're talking about stir the pot. Here we go.
I couldn't actually read that.
as
It's great to have Hack in the chat as well, watching from Queensland Coast.
Kia ora, Hack.
as Old Boys now, Oliver Campbell. A few wayward throws early. This one's been okay, but not straight. So he's actually found the man there, but that was crooked. He had to reach to his left there, didn't he, Wally?
I would say that's a tough break. This is the closest Old Boys have come, and they deserved that. They'd manufactured that field position quite well. And it looks like Oliver Campbell throwing in there. He'll be disappointed by that one. Says here he's transferred in from Stratford. Said he was unwanted by Stratford.
Unwanted by Stratford, yeah.
That's a bit rough by Stratford.
Taking him under his wing, so yeah.
But Old Boys will be disappointed with that. However, they still are in possession just out from the 22 and looking to use this breeze.
Yeah, he's got another chance to redeem himself after some wobbles. Clearly not used to the Kilburnie Park Northerly. And that's a better throw.
Yes, you'll be happy with that. And that is a nice charge there by McLaughlin.
And a lovely one from Warner as they look to head back left. Ray takes that at his toes, but they're still in possession. And that's the open side weight.
Oh, nice offload there.
Pornecki have stolen it back though.
Great turnover there. Was that Rageling?
Yes, I believe so, as Asiata looks to truck it up. Pornecki not looking to kick out of their own 22 with the breeze in their face, are they? But Max might prove me wrong here as Rogers. He's had that ball stolen there. That's a lovely tackle by Logan Warner. As Ray whips it wide, juggled there by Millen. And Harpy, what a run. Jamal Harpy, Pornecki on the ball there, but it's still in possession, and they've got a penalty advantage to the New Plymouth Old Boys. And I think that's fair enough as they tap. Millen. Another great run there, that's White. Looks for the inside ball, and he made a fantastic run earlier, Jamal Harpy.
And he started and finished that.
Yeah, so well done.
And that was just that one mistake. Max Rogers, unfortunately, took the line on. Probably should have let it go. And to be honest, that was kind of coming, I think. Pornecki ball runners taking the ball in contact, but they should probably move it a little bit. And it looked like Harpy there read it for the strip. And then I guess you'd say that's a very well-deserved try.
No, you'd have to say that, Wally, definitely. And look, It's a clear tactic of the team. They don't want to kick, even down here. Sometimes a wise move when you've got the strong northerly in your face. But again, chancing your arm from down in your own 22 is always dangerous. As they add the extras, does Josh Ray?
Yes, nice kick by Josh Ray there. We're almost at the 20-minute mark now. An intriguing match. Both teams have had a visit each to the 22 and come away with a converted try each.
Yeah, well, you'd have to say, Wally, some concerning signs on D there. They sort of were just making their way upfield at will, and Pornecki's been pretty good thus far. It
was I'm not going to say it's a soft try because I think they earned every bit of it. But that finish was a bit easier than it should have been.
Yeah. As Rogers kicks deep back inside into the 22, and I believe that's Josh Ray as it's charged down, and he'll score! And gallop around under the posts. Well, that is just deserved. He's been outstanding in the opening quarter of this game, Wally, and great pressure.
Fantastic stuff there. Really anticipated that kick really well. And it just goes to show, you make a mistake down one end, flip of the coin, you're back down the other.
And they will be seething, New Plymouth Old Boys. And my apologies, it was Caleb Wheatley who looked to clear.
Oh no! Look at the fact we've been given about Caleb Wheatley.
Oh, some of these aren't fit for.
This was very prescient. I believe it was the manager who's given us this information. Caleb Wheatley's fact is he's a specialist in kicking the ball backwards when under pressure. And unfortunately, that's exactly what happened there.
Jeez, well, he's put the mocker on him there, hasn't he? There's a Nostradamus.
Yeah.
Because, geez, he'll be wanting his time back there. You'd have to say, well, it was very casual, wasn't it? And Hal.
Well, I mean, credit to Hal for reading it like a book and running an absolute line. I feel like maybe Wheatley didn't see him coming.
Yeah, well, let's hope that Caleb Wheatley gets a chance to make that up, and because I feel for anyone, red and black team or otherwise, that happens too. As Ray gets us back underway and finds Pasiatiata.
It's been a change, boys. Number 19's come on for a blood bin for New Plymouth.
Brad Valentine on.
Nathan Marsh carries well looked after. Sorry, Wally.
Don't know if I want to read out what they've said about Brad Valentine.
Well, there's a few on the list there that probably aren't, suitable for this time of the afternoon.
Yeah, I don't know about. See, once again, hitting that channel and they're getting wrapped up by three players at once, and although it's paid off, it's compressed that defence on the left edge there.
And they've managed to find inroads down the right-hand flank as Jimmy Lee Hongata looks to clear. He's looking for Robury. He'll tuck this under his shoulder and carry it forward. And he's beat the first tackle. Taken well round the legs. And Old Boys have rights to that, I believe. But Hongata's done well to scoop it back up. Not held, he goes again.
Fantastic work by Jimmy Lee there, but it's a little
But
bit...
sloppy as Hay comes into halfback. Lovely ball there for Rageling, who steps inside. Again, manages to get it through the Treby.
Support play really good right now.
Absolutely. Preston, wide for Stowers, and
Great hands.
managed to get that back. I thought New Plymouth Old Boys might steal it, as Robertson gets on his outside man. He's found Ruggie. Knees, they need to let go. Matt Thomas has called it as Hungara finds McGill. He's got Preston helping him out there, but Old Boys look like they had hands to that and they've stolen it. No. Well, I think they're very hard done by, I don't know what you think there, Wally, but they had first rights to that ball, I believe. Pōneke were a bit slow in getting there to clear, and that's one of those roll of the dice ones, really, where you're not too sure what the... but
All you can ask from a referee is consistency, I guess, and he has been consistently strict around that area.
Sure. Well, I guess, yeah, as you say, you've got to take note on how he's ruling it, and if he's not going to, let the defence have a crack at it, then you just need to keep your hands away, don't you, and look to defend.
And, another line-out botched.
Well, both sides having trouble. As Ray slings it wide, looking for the outside backs. Good step back inside, well looked after by Declan Hay. Preston look to get on the ball, but they'll head back to Ray. Charge again! Asiata! Wow.
We're back for an advantage, but again, feels like New Plymouth Old Boys probably need to be giving themselves a bit more room at the back there.
Yeah, well, again, it just felt lacked a bit of urgency there, and they had the advantage, and it looked like Pasi Asiata was going to pick the ball up over the dead ball line anyway, but pressure on now with
Is this the first scrum of the game?
No, we've had a couple. Pōneke fed one, that one that came out the channel.
Oh, okay, well, we're watching.
Solid base set here. And Parker will feed.
Ooh.
Whoa. Early shovel, we call it.
I think that's a fair call. But it was a bit of a statement there from Pōneke, just to show them they've done. Unsurprisingly, let's have him go.
Tane Rageling's come out of the line, but he's missed his man, but it's been effective enough for Pōneke to hold him. He's called it a ruck and they need to let go. And I believe that was Ethan Johansson. As Ray, he's been very impressive, the veteran first 5/8, and they'll clear. Whoa!
Another almost charged down.
I believe that was Jamal Harpy, the right winger.
Well, he got it away. Wasn't the greatest kick because it's gone to space, and
that's lovely for Max Rogers. And it should hold up well, and he's chased it through. Not the best tackle, but at least he's got the pressure on, and that's a solid hit. Just got to be careful not to lift above the horizontal on those, Wally, and it's been, and maybe that's what he's called him for, is it? No, rolling away.
Again, very strict around that ruck.
Yeah, well, that's look, it's a very good vision from Max Rogers there, spotting the space and drilling it back in there, and Pōneke had the heat on, but discipline.
And that's a fantastic clearance right up to Pōneke 10-metre line. So you can see that might not be evident on the shot, but that wind is playing a bit of a factor. Yeah,
well, and again on this Kilbirnie Park, which in recent years has proved not to be as boggy as it once did in our day, Wally, the ball with a northerly behind it can really run. So when you got the wind behind you, heading towards Kilbirnie Pool, you need to be careful about how far that'll roll through to the dead ball line. He's managed to find his man at the back this time, as Oliver Campbell. And Old Boys hot on attack now. Again, that's Waite with a lovely pass on. Looking for space.
And
that's Ray.
On the side.
And again, lovely run there, Taplin. And they're right up, 10 metres out. Parker goes himself without the halfback now, and that's the left wing, Max McLaughlin, right over on the right wing side. Good defence from Pornicki here. They've slowed it down. Old Boys reset themselves. Millen. Parker clears from the base again. Great work from Treby coming out on his man there. That was Johansson. Pornicki slowing the ball down. Just zeroing out, biding their time. And that's good pressure from Stowers. He's calling it a knock on though. Oh! Another great one from Waite. They're queuing up here. Good pressure. Preston! He's been held back there. Again. And raising now. Well, I think that was shoulder to shoulder the last one there, so that's fair play. Pressure's on, and that's an interesting kick. And he's called time off there, and he's going to have a chat.
This is interesting because I can see about 3 penalties in that movement.
Well, Preston ran from back in the Pornicki 22 with the trailer on, the whole way being pulled back. Nathan Marsh is being called over.
There's a lot going on in that movement.
And it's a shame we don't have the referee mic'd up here, isn't it, Crush?
Yeah, sorry, mate. We'll try to sort that out at half time. Got the mic nice and early, so I think he's just forgotten to turn it on.
Yeah, yep.
We'll work that out at half time, hopefully.
Well, we'll do a bit of lip reading here. I'm not sure. Looks like it's a penalty to Old Boys. Couldn't tell you what for.
No. Oh. For
the old duck call.
For Jibber.
Talking back to the ref.
It's back chat. Well, this is a fixture that has a history of back chat.
Yeah.
So we love our tradition here at Pornicki.
Yeah, no, we've got a very long tradition of good back chatters. We've got Jeremy Hargraves, the viral superstar from the last game.
Down in front of us as we.
He's warming up his mouth more than anything.
Yeah. And Jamie, what I believe you were partial to the odd bit of referee back chat, or what we call it, shite talk with the opposition as well.
Well, I was well versed in the rules as a player, and I often felt some of them just needed a bit of advice.
Yeah, as they go short. Lovely play. I believe that was Carrington that took the short ball. Pornicki counter ruck, and they've done it well. Parker managed to retrieve it though. Lovely run again. I believe that's Waite who's come on in the last 10 minutes or so. Ray. Jinks and jives. He's held it up all right. Cleared it back a bit messy for Parker. This is Waite again. Taken by his opposite, Nathan Marsh, and he's having an absolutely storming last 10 or 15 minutes. At the toes of Ray. He's done well though, and again Pornicki equal to the attack here, but they'll keep chipping away through Waite. Another great charge as they come left, and they've got an overlap here. Just the one man. Pornicki need to get the numbers out there as the cavalry arrives via Nick Robertson. They head right. And credit to the Pornicki defence there, Wally, holding out and enforcing the area, you'd have to say.
Definitely feels like it. Even though Old Boys were getting those half breaks, the follow-up play was definitely slowing that ball down. They're doing a very good job of slowing the ball down in the 22.
Yeah, no, I have to agree, and it's allowing Pornicki just that extra couple of seconds to reset their D, and they're coming off that line really fast and getting up in their faces, and yeah, making a nuisance of themselves. It's been a couple of 2 or 3 times in that run of play that Parker had really messy ball.
I am interested to see what they do off the scrum. They have not kicked the ball for touch once.
Yeah.
Do they simply hold it in hand because they haven't had much issue getting out of the 22, at least up to halfway?
Well, the obvious one here is just heading right to Max Rogers and...
or maybe just go for a penalty. That's test match tactics.
Yeah.
Although again, coming out of here, the line out has been shaky.
Yeah, that's an interesting one there. I thought they would have got rid of that a little bit earlier, but they're happy to take the happy to take the line out clearly on the proviso that Max Rogers finds touch in the well, yeah. So
kicking into a massive gale there with Max Rogers.
you were just looking over at the needle, and it's I've seen it a lot more horizontal than what it is now.
Must have been a freak gust.
And that's a better line out,
Yeah, that's
and Hongata goes himself. The forwards are there to assist, and that must be coming in at the side. But here we go. How? Another solid run. Hongata back at the base again for Preston. Goes himself. He's going to need support here. Hongata heads back to the right. Treby. Oh, and he's had that ball stripped off him. Used it to bump it, and that's not for the first time today. Porneki have lost the ball in a strip like that. Oh! Well, Rangi almost there, and they're taking advantage.
Dangerous.
That's Taplin. Got to be careful here, and he's got to score. Well,
This could be an absolute comedy of errors.
I was nervous with that ball rolling through on the ground there, and I believe that Luke Taplin.
Certainly looked like it from here.
No try. Knock on, he's called.
Oh, that is a very, very lucky break.
As
Let's
we
have a look at the replay.
pull it up on the replay. So comedy of errors, as you said, Wally.
Well, I
Ooh.
mean, if anything, it was a knock on by Porneki, and perhaps even an offside there.
Or
So-
maybe perhaps a tackle without the ball as well. There's I think as Shanksy said, it's comedy of errors. Result is no try.
I'm just crossing the half an hour mark now. I have to say, Shanksy, fantastic game so far.
Absolutely. What you'd expect from 85's rugby on a dry day with a firm track. As Jimmy Lee Hongata feeds the scrum, he's going to make him play.
And they're running it from their own goal line.
Yeah, Preston trucks it up. Interesting to see the next phase, whether they're going to look to get it out. Max Rogers is deep in the pocket, and Hongata finds him. And that's a good clearing kick from Max. Takes us up over the 22, so still very much under pressure. And Porneki are going to need to, really start to, they've proven themselves on defence, but again, running it out of their own territory, really start needing to look after the pill.
New Plymouth Old Boys really desperate to get something out of this. They actually have dominated most of the last 10 minutes territory possession.
Correct.
And if Porneki can hold them out till half time, big psychological blow with that wind.
Great steal from Stowers. Marsh. Hongata from the base. Stowers went out the back to Hay. Oh, wow. And maybe that's justice for Luke Taplin as he runs it in under the post, and another intercept. Well, it was cut out balls in your own side, 22, Wally. Well,
you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And to be honest, you could see that one from up here as soon as you let that one go. And unfortunately for Porneki, Taplin saw it as well, and he won't score many easier than that. No,
well, as I said before, he was denied one earlier that we probably thought was his, and we would have rather they'd been taking the kick from out there on the 5 metres from the touch line. But Ray will chip this one over and onto the roof.
And he's joined the Onto the Roof club.
Yeah.
Well done, Josh Ray. And just on the try scorer, Luke Taplin says here he snuck his way into the team by hooking up with the captain's sister.
Yep. That's
If she's listening,
well done.
well done to her. Your man just scored a try.
That's a common tactic deployed at Porneki as well.
I'm sure she's got plenty of other good traits though as well.
As Max Rogers gets us underway with a high hanging kick. It's come down to the 22 and he's dropped it. Referee Matt Thompson has called, has called play on. Well, as Ray
more
throws his
pressure on
own
the-
skip out. Good pressure from Nick Robertson. Cutting back inside now, and that hasn't turned out too bad in the
That's a
end
good
for
result.
Old Boys.
That's a pretty good clearance considering where they were. Almost fell into the same trap as Porneki did down this end, tried to get a bit too cute.
Yeah.
Big line out here. First time Pōneke been back in the old boys half. And nice take.
And Jimmy Lee's just was a great take, as you say, Wally, but not the best off the top, and fell down at Jimmy Lee Hongata's knees, and a rare error from the great man.
Yeah, Jimmy Lee's had a great half so far. He won't be happy with that, though.
And boys, we've just got one update on one of the other quarterfinals. The Panthers, the defending champs, they're up 26-7 against the University Squids. Which,
big Auckland derby there.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
I believe the Squids won the Auckland
That is
champs.
correct. Yes. They beat, I think, the other university team in the final.
Yeah, well, Pakuranga Panthers, yeah, they, again, Pōneke has a bone to pick with them after last year's quarterfinal exit, and they would love to get the opportunity to even it up.
They're on opposite sides of the draw this year, so hopefully they could meet in the final.
Yep.
And that final will be at Eden Park in a fortnight. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, a fortnight at Eden Park, kicking off, I believe, at 2:30 p.m.
Because it's an earlier test.
Curtain raiser for the Bledisloe Cup,
nice.
which is kicking off at 5.
5 o'clock kickoff. Oh, good.
Oh!
Yep, no. Yeah.
Well, Pōneke,
Unlike both.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a quick tap on the cards here. He's gone early. I don't think they were back 10, old boys. Matt Thomas hasn't noticed. Hongata, Asiata, carrying well. Old boys were looking like they were onto that. But Hongata's...
Mink got the advantage.
Another good carry. They've got momentum here, Pōneke, and they've got numbers stacked left. Rogers goes short to Marsh. Great carry again. Centre field now, Pōneke. Slowed slightly for Hongata, and they're making a nuisance of themselves around the ruck there. Good shove away from Treby as McGill straightens back towards the ruck. Another great run. Ball's there. Marsh will look to pick and go. Rageling in off his wing to help out. Just taking their time here, Pōneke. They scored earlier through similar tactics. Good D from old boys there. They've managed to hold them up.
Nothing wrong with this. Just waiting for that mismatch.
As Robbery. Again, making good inroads around the edges. Another close run. Old boys are equal to the task, though. Jimmy Lee Hongata slowing it down, marshalling the troops, getting them organised.
That B channel, there it is.
And that's how. Hongata wants it quick. He goes himself. No dice. Well looked after at the base there. And I think he's going to call a line dropout.
What's happened here? Yes, line dropout. It's held up. Gosh, that must have been one great bit of defensive work, because Jimmy Lee came in at about a millimetre off the ground there.
Yeah, to get underneath that ball. Yeah, interesting call.
Can't tell you which old boys player did it, but whoever it was, well done. So we've got just under 3 minutes till halftime.
As Ray kicks it low and hard. And Preston, inside the old boys half, takes it. Goes himself. Sets up as Hongata to Rogers at first receiver. McGill, he's come out and spot tackled him there, and that's great. I think that's Waite again, who's having a barnstorming game. Stowers stopped in midfield. Hongata finds Rogers. He's got Hay outside of him. He skips to Robertson. Well looked after, Nick Robertson. A few backward steps here from the Pōneke side as Hongata slings it. Rogers finds Stowers. Again, another great spot tackle from old boys. Pōneke heading backwards at quite a rate.
This is some fantastic defence, and they've turned it over.
They've turned it. Brilliant play from old boys. Great tackle there from Robbery, though. Again, what a game. Both sides throwing the kitchen sink at each other.
Oh,
that's a lovely ball. And I think that was Harold. And he's done well to keep that in. And again, there's that man Harpy, the try scorer from earlier on. Parker finds the Carrington. Moving the ball well here, old boys, but again,
and lost
loose.
Just a rare bit of broken play, and this is
Preston, lovely offload. How? He's got Rangeling. He's got Rogers. Rogers is in the clear. And he'll hit two and score. And he'll be able to run it round under the post. And this will be 7 points for Porneke. Wow. What a great opportunist piece of play. Started there by Preston, who managed to come back in, take the ball, get that great offload away.
Fantastic, as we see on the replay. Just a couple of fantastic offloads. Perfectly timed pass there. And again, by how I think it was to the last one, to Rogers. And an easy finish. A bit too easy. And I have to say, that's probably the first bit of broken play we've seen that's been fully taken advantage of. A few tired legs out there, and Always just couldn't get the defence set out on that left side.
I thought you were going to say it's the first time I've seen Max Rogers take someone on the outside. Did a fantastic job there. It was that little flick pass out the back. Looks beautiful. And then, of course, Max on the outside. How much pace does he have?
Yeah, well, this must be, is that the Japanese holiday you're thinking?
Yeah, well, he's just spent a couple of weeks in Japan training,
and
that's half time.
Wow, what a half.
And
a timely try.
He took the words out of my mouth there, Wally. Porneke would be absolutely thrilled to notch that up just on the stroke of half time. But anyway, we'll take a break. Maybe go find a drink, and we'll see you back here shortly.
Find the ref a new shirt.
Appreciate that.
No, good.
Oh, welcome back.
You take this while we're waiting, bro.
Thank you.
And we're underway from the Buddha Max Rogers. Pornick here with the wind behind their backs for half two. So, Wally, thoughts? Where do you think this is going to be won and lost in the second half, mate?
Honestly, I think you can see the intent early from this New Plymouth Old Boys team. They're not going to try and kick it out of here early. Well, they do now. And you can see why, because that's gone straight to hand, and Pornicky are going to be... Oh. Well, that should have been a phase that went right straight back up to the 22, but we're going to start again. They're already going wide.
Raging, well looked after, and he's isolated.
Well,
he's done well, though, with Hungata coming in.
That's the area I wanted to highlight, Shanksy, is that New Plymouth Old Boys' defence out on this edge, on the 15-metre line outwards, has been really, really good. You see Tane Raging having to cut back in an awful lot, and even though he had that really nice touch for that try, he's had to work very, very hard. So I think even though they've got the win here in the second half, the key for Pornicky is still very close into the ruck, still very direct play, and it's going to hinge a lot on how Jimmy Lee controls everything.
Preston looking short for Robertson, the road runner, and he'll take him.
Well, shut my mouth.
Well, yeah,
and everybody's crowding around the replay screen to have a look at that, because that was a thing of beauty.
Yeah, talk us through this one, Wally.
Again, great pass by Jim Lee, great option out the back there, and here it comes, boom. And I was just talking up that edge defence on the 15-metre line. New Plymouth Old Boys let me down there because Pornicky had been knocking on that door all day, and it had been well looked after that whole time. And Robertson just shredded him like cheese there.
Well, mate, I felt that's just an example of how to run a backline move. How deep was everyone? Just coming flying, flat passes, and then what do you know? Nick Robinson running a beautiful hole, fantastic ball from Preston, and I mean Nick Robinson, it's done that 1,000 times on down here in Kilburnie Park.
93 times actually.
Yeah.
93 Premier tries for Nick Robinson in his career so far.
I was including his assists as well.
So you don't count touch warm-ups.
All right.
Good contest there from Old Boys, and I believe they'll come away with it. Yes. Parker, good charge from Johansson. Pornicky, stolen that illegally. Or no, they're offside. Apologies. Old Boys looking to get cracking, and they, through a new sub, that's the third brother. That's Louis McLaughlin, who's come into the field.
See if I can find a McLaughlin fact for you. Oh, he's the oldest one.
Booked in for a hip replacement, apparently. Well, let's. And he's coming in. He's coming in at half-back by the looks of it. I believe Parker is no longer on the field.
It's a good shift from Parker.
No, I thought he managed it well. You did right, Wally, particularly when they got cracking a couple of times there that led to those to their tries.
This is a pretty big moment here for New Plymouth, if they can come away with a try here. Another advantage.
Oh, that's a great run. Again, it's that man Harpy, who's had a fantastic game, and he's gone close. Well held by Pornicky. McLaughlin clears. Ray shows, goes. Oh, was that high from Asiata? Yes, the arm's out. Matt Thomas, no mucking around there as the ball heads wide, and that is a wonderful pass. Mason Millen. A little bit of handbags post try scoring. Matt Thomas is going to have a word, but we were at the defense was at 6s and 7s out wide there, wasn't it, Wally?
Yeah, well earned. They tried to shut the door on the left-hand side there, and some good phase play next. saw them open up a decent overlap. A nice try. Referee just having a word here.
Yes, we're just having a word to Nathan Marsh about Pussy. He gave away the offside, and then there was a high tackle there as well, all inside his 5 metre line. So be careful now. We do have the referee mic'd up again now. Unfortunately, it changed the channel on the mic, so we're all good to go as conversion goes through.
Nice one there, and that's crucial. Brings Old Boys back within a converted try. And they needed that because it did kind of feel a bit like a tennis match, and Pornicky had just broken serve there with 2 consecutive tries.
I was thinking the exact same thing when they went up by those 2 scores, and now Old Boys have managed to wrestle that back. Pornicky again, discipline and errors. They'll want to stay down here and utilise this wind and keep field position pressure on.
And
into the
there's
sun.
There's that sun Crusher was talking about.
As Asiata regathers at Pornicky, hot on attack. Hongata at the base. Clears. Marsh, head down. And they've stolen it, Old Boys. Wonderful defence. And that's not for the first time today. Probably about the 3rd or 4th. Oh! And that's Jimmy Lee Hongata coming in and winning the penalty there. Well, that was an interesting phase of play.
Jeff Botherway out with a T, and that's the fastest he's run in about 15 years.
Yeah.
And the message is clear from the sideline. The points on offer will be taken.
Yep. Yeah, you're dead right, Wally. Different tactic to what we saw in the early stages of the game. I was looking as Takunda up on the roof there. That's the first time I've ever seen anyone go and chase down a ball like that. Well done.
Good effort by the young man.
As Max Rogers chips it through, and stay up there, son.
Yep, stay up there. He's not happy about it. He has to risk life and limb for another one.
Yeah, and he's belted the other one back down for them to use. No one's noticed.
So 10-point lead now. And honestly, Shanksy, I feel like these kickoffs are getting to be quite crucial. We've seen some big moments happen off the kickoffs. Try in the first half of a charge down kick. Era looking into the sun just there that eventuated in a penalty goal.
And just a change for Pornicky. McGill's off and Harrison Faulkner is on.
Yeah, good to see one of the Pornicky Colts getting a run. And
another... Oof. Well, not the worst result for Pornicky, but again, not the best.
No, not when your line-out's not...
And no excuse there. There's no sun on that side of the field.
No. As Faulkner will look to make an early steal, I'm sure.
Yeah, big throw here for Campbell.
That's Pornicky ball.
Yeah, so this will be Siolo.
Siolo. And great option.
Nicely done. Great take, Stowers. Howell. Lost back and Hay will truck it up. Oh no, that was Rangi, my apologies. Hongata surveying his options. He's got Preston to his right or Rogers back in the boot. He goes for the box and he finds touch. Not the worst result in the end.
Well, both lineouts have been shaky, and I think at halftime it would have been given the coaches a bit of cause to say, hey, maybe just try and knock it over the sideline and see what we can do on the opposition ball.
Yeah, that's smart. And again, Stowers. Ooh. And that's a knock on there. And Old Boys University will attack. Great defence, Nick Robinson. He's shut him down. He's done well, though, the Old Boys player, as Ray. Great flat ball, and that's to the captain forward. Ray again, nice pass. He's found the...
Nice tackle there by Faulkner.
McLaughlin finds Warner.
Bit isolated out there.
Yeah, a little bit isolated, but the cleaners managed to do well. Ray. And that's the other, Joel McLaughlin. The brothers linking, and Pornicky have come in and...
Yeah,
How? Another quick tap, not for the first time today, and he's found space. Pornekia chasing, and that is going to, it's gone dead, I believe. So they're going to bring that back to about halfway, and
that is the cruelest bounce of rugby ball you can see.
You're dead right, Wally. That looked like it was heading out about a couple of metres out, and then it just managed to gradually change its turn as we've got Mikey Brown on for Jimmy Lee Hongata. Mikey Brown, for those folks who don't know, has played in the Premiers this year. He's been with the Wellington under-19s. Absolute live wire, number 9. Great pass on him. So looking forward to seeing him inject himself into the game.
Well, you'd have to put that down as an opportunity missed there, because while the enterprise shown was admirable, and had the bounce of the ball gone the other way, it would have been a brilliant kick. That was a penalty that could have been safely kicked for touch.
Yeah, and those are those moments, aren't they, Wally? I mean, because I guess you pump the brakes, right? Even if that goes out down there, it's their throw. If you're wanting to really pump it down in the corner, have your own throw and go to work, that's where Porniki really need to look to consolidate this lead, which, again, old boys have shown one score and they're back in it. As McLaughlin feeds scrum. Always interesting to see the change in dynamics of the scrum, Wally, after the half, after they've had a bit of a chat at half time to see whether the same advantages sit. Porniki clearly had the edge. They've got a new lock on now, no changes to the front row, so it'll be interesting to see how that changes up.
Well, if you're watching and you're new to under 85s rugby, scrums can either mean everything or nothing in this grade.
Yep, well, it's all technique, isn't it? Nothing to do with size. Solid. As Ray heads wide, he's found the fullback Millen. Well taken, he's spilt it. Nick Robinson cleans up. He's found Rageling. And Rageling goes for the spiral bomb into the sun. Ray tidies.
Interesting.
Wow.
I guess the referee judging he didn't get a touch on that because Ray was definitely offside.
And they've got space here to the left. He gets the offload away and he's found the lock forward. Great run. Mikey Brown tidying up, and it's that man, Taplin. Scored one already.
Great tackle there by Robury.
Yes. Mikey Brown straight into the thick of it. Arms in the air, and they've found the box kick. And
well, Porniki sideline, not happy about something down there, but referee saw it another way, and looks like we've got an injury.
Yeah, well, Porniki flopping off the ball, and it looks like cramp. Just judging by the assistant that the captain Jaden Ford has given to the player down, who I cannot tell who it is.
I mean, there's a pretty good chance his last name's McLaughlin.
yeah, it's probably probably the best odds.
Oh no, it's Taplin. Taplin after that nice run. Fantastic offload in there. Didn't quite see who it was. But again, just a little bit of broken play. Could have turned into something drastic down the other end.
And another change for Porniki. Matt Truby looks like he's coming to the sideline. Replaced by Tom Bollinger, I think it is.
Jeremy Hargraves ready to go in.
Yeah, and we've also got Pa Taikato standing poised to inject himself. And that's a great touch finder with a little angle to work with. And your Plymouth Old Boys will have the throw just outside the 22. So again, Oliver Campbell, he's redeemed himself somewhat, I'd have to say, Wally, in terms of the early jitters.
Just a bit of movement there. See if they can give an uncontested jump.
And they head to the middle. Nicely done.
That looked about as crooked as a $3 bill.
Oh, and he stepped inside them. That's that man, Harpy. Great run. Taken by Preston. McLaughlin looks left, heads right. Manages to find the forward. Porniki are equal to the challenge. Great tackle by Howe there. McLaughlin heads for Carrington. Midfield.
Numbers.
Ray, great wide ball. They've got the overlap here, and the pass is a shocker.
Oh, they've done everything right.
They've done you did right.
Everything right until the last pass. I think he may have thought his winger would have been perfect pass if his winger had been right out on the sideline.
Well, he's thrown it. He's thrown it right over his head. Max McLaughlin had his hands up there with about 10 metres out from the sideline with no one opposing him. But Porneki have the chance to get out of jail here.
Well, it's not over yet because again, these line-out jitters, and it's not just the line-out; it's also the transition as well. We saw a dusty pass put them under pressure in their last defensive line-out.
Absolutely, and Porneki really just need to, I think, pump the brakes. They've got this win behind them. They can just belt it down the centre and let it run when they're back this way. And
it's like Robury's.
I think that is Robury, looking rather ginger, isn't he?
Not sure what.
He's had a fantastic game too. I think they talked before the game about Porneki delaying the game with their cramps.
There it is. There's that mistake again.
Yep, and they've managed to clean it up. He's come through the gate there, Nathan Marsh. Matt.
Hear the referee saying it's fine.
And he's okay with it. Hey.
And
Wipers kick. Interesting tactic. Not one that I would choose. And Taplin. No. Millen. My apologies. McLaughlin finds Ray. Oh, and let's hope he doesn't. No, he's calling it a genuine attempt. Old Boys retain the ball. McLaughlin finds Ray, steps back inside, great defence. Who's that flying up out of the line from Porneki? McLaughlin needs to take a few steps back and reset. I believe that's Waite for another great carry on the far side. Interesting decision to generally a couple of phases, and you usually say a knock-on advantage has been played. Would you say that, Wally?
Well, I didn't make it over the advantage line. I don't really have an issue with this one. But, I mean, I think what we're seeing is a little bit of desperation here, a little bit of hurried play from Old Boys. They've got plenty of time left. There's another 24 minutes to go, and they're only down by 10. And really, once the ball is going into either team's half, it's staying there for a long time. They just need to be patient. Their attack has worked really well when they've got it right. And we've just seen a couple of...
No, I think you did right. It's that building phases, right? They had that opportunity earlier with a couple of great linking plays, and it was just the final execution. So, yeah, I believe if they can just keep their heads, that they will be able to... They need to be the ones that score next. I think that's imperative.
Also, are we going to see fatigue coming into play? This is the end of a long season for these guys. It must have been a punishing bus trip down from Taranaki for these guys. Did they come down this morning?
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe they've came down this morning.
So not the most ideal build-up to a game. And it feels like the next score will be an incredibly crucial one in the context of this match, and this championship, which is now running in its 5th year.
Yeah, so Porneki's been quarter-finalist 4 times. Never got past that stage.
It's not even a bridesmaid, is it?
It's not.
It's like a flower girl.
And Porneki's got 2 new props on there, so let's see how they go. Pa and Tom are on there now.
McLaughlin clears. Ray. Nice pass, and he finds Harpy, who sits in midfield. McLaughlin looks back inside, and that's that man Waite again. Takes it up to the 22. Porneki look like they have hands on the ball, and...
Oh, fantastic work.
And again, that's Nathan Marsh. Good luck clearing him off the ball once he gets hands to it. He's like a limpet. And centre field, Max Rogers will look to the far touchline, and that's a great kick.
Nudge.
Yep.
Well, again, if we talk about the context of a tennis match, it does feel like another break, because if you get into the other team's half, you generally should be scoring, because it is very difficult to get out, given the troubles that both teams are having with their lineouts.
That's it, Wally. I think you just want to camp down, particularly if you're Porniki. You've got that scoreboard advantage. You just want to spend as much time down this end of the field as you can. And that starts with winning the set piece. There's Tauvanga, Siolo.
Oh
no, they've read that like a book, haven't they?
Well, there was a stumble. I don't know what else can possibly go wrong in the lineout. They've had bad throws, missed jumps, and now a guy just falling his ass.
Great tackle, Asiata. He manages to snuff out the play, a knock on it. Oh no!
Oh, yeah. And now Old Boys can move straight back down.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Whoa!
And someone's coming for a
with
chop block.
Coming with the
number 18 there. That's
came in at the midriff.
Brendan Purcell with a diving headbutt to the ankles.
Grandpa dragged out of the pub to try and help the boys out with the scrum.
Well, Grandpa. Well, I mean, good work from him. Here, let's listen to the referee.
So he's going to get a red card. Have you seen what started it? No, I just saw the
wow, you've just heard that.
Six comes running down. Yeah, okay, thanks. Jaden.
Massive moment in the game here.
Yeah.
Nathan. Jaden. Just come. Right, so we've got Neil that started it, just push and shove, which is just, I've said, but then we've got 6 black clearly coming in and throwing a punch to the face, so he's getting a red card. 6. Wow. 6. He's clearly on the rise, clear as day.
Well, I thought he was talking about the Old Boys.
That is massive. That is one of the most influential players on the field for Porniki.
Yeah, Porniki.
Sent for an early shower.
Yeah, well...
22 minutes to go, 2 minutes to go. The replacement.
Referee said punch.
Well, I didn't see that from where I was sitting, and I'm trying my best.
Certainly didn't look like a punch.
Yeah, not to be biased there.
Certainly did not look like a punch from where we are. And that's
hooked
not
that
out.
back in field to Rogeling, and
nice option by Tane.
Yeah.
Nick Robertson.
And this is what he does best, ladies and gentlemen. The road runner beats 3, carries upfield and settles. Now Porniki possession and ball in hand is key. Oh well.
They had about a 7-on-2 out left.
And I believe by the looks of that pass, that's where they were wanting to look to head, but the
block runner's got in the way there.
Yeah, the block runner had other ideas and put his hands up for it.
So this is a real mental test here for Porniki. They've just had a man sent off.
So just to clarify as well, it's a 20-minute sin bin, so we'll be back to 15 for the last 2 minutes of the game.
Thank you, Crush.
So if it's on the line there, it could be very vital.
Yeah, and there is that is going to be a tense 20 minutes that, again, to our point earlier, Porniki need to spend as much of it in Old Boys territory as they can. A nice little, I don't know if it's intentional, back to Ray, but he's managed to reset. McLaughlin finds.
And someone's down in midfield, one of the Old Boys players.
That looks like number 18, Purcell.
He's back up.
Nice little backdoor pass, and it's still on. They've lost it forward though, and Porniki can take advantage of this with Pa Taikato tidying up the scraps. Max Rogers, he's found space in the back play, and he just needs it to slow up.
Again.
Well, I think that is going to go. Yeah.
Well, there's that one.
Well, that's it. I mean, you'd like to say that, Porniki players should know how this ground runs. I mean, but I've been in that position too, where I've put too much mustard on the ball on a dry day with the northerly behind me here, and it's a very common sight, I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, to be.
That's a 65-metre mistake.
Yeah.
All right, so pretty much back where they started, to be fair, and we have 19 minutes to play, 10-point lead. This game could really go either way from here, you think. and the energy is with New Plymouth Old Boys at the moment.
Yeah, well, Pornicky need to play smart. I think it was the right move from Max.
Well, there's two kicks now that have been the right idea,
yeah,
but just the wrong execution.
Correct. So interesting formation. There's a slightly shorter side to the left here, and New Plymouth Old Boys have chosen to stack the backs a couple behind the scrum, with first five Josh Ray hinting at coming left. I would not be surprised to see them head right though to the open side, and again to the away from where the Pornicky halfback Mikey Brown is defending. They head right left though. Nice short ball, but it's dropped.
So things getting a bit messy. Both teams knowing that it's all on the line, and the mistakes are coming. I think we saw an opening to the game where both teams managed to hold onto the ball for a long time each. Now it seems to be getting turned over at will.
It's a big scrum here for Pornicky as well. The scrum has looked a bit shaky the last couple, so it's the first time they've had the ball. Obviously two new props on there, and only 7 in the scrum, so Mikey needs to get it in and out pretty quickly here.
Yeah, and you just about want Troy Howe to just scoop it if it's looking dodgy, don't you, and just go himself.
Good shove from Old Boys.
Nicely done, Mikey Brown. Again, change of tactics with the boot here, Pornicky. Using the sun in the eyes well. And again, that's Millen. Wow, but be careful. Nicely done from Preston. And that's better from Pornicky, and this is where they need to spend their time.
Defence organised out left.
McLaughlin finds Waits. That was passed back.
That was taken back,
sir.
Touch judge. Touchy.
That was taken back.
Touchy.
Well, Pornicky obviously don't know the rules here as well.
This is a terrible call. This is a terrible call.
If we can get word through to Nick Robertson.
No, look at the replay there, boys. He was inside the 22.
Oh, he was too.
It's a terrible call by the commentators.
Yeah. Very well done there, yeah. Sincerest apologies.
Line out goes right. And here's a good
That's
ball
beautiful
out.
pass, Raging. Nice step, he's well wrapped up though there.
And another good offload.
Max McLaughlin.
Once again, you see that point of attack have to get shifted right back in.
Stowers, relatively quiet second half after a great first half, but that's a nice clear. Ciolo, he's managed to offload. Pornicky just need to slow it down here and go about their work. Possession is key. As Mikey Brown finds Howe. Preston, half gap. Needs support. Mikey Brown again finds Howe.
And there it is.
Another great run, and this is how they need to run it. Whoa. Nicely done there. As Mikey Brown finds Nathan Marsh, who carries. He's well looked after and taken about 30 out. Preston goes short to Faulkner. Great tackle. Again, he's done well, the young man, to feed that back.
Oh, good counter-ruck.
But Old Boys have counter-rucked this. Ooh. 7 not rolling, okay. Fair enough. I thought they'd done okay there to come through and get that, but Pornicky will certainly take it.
Certainly looked right, and a good opportunity here to slow it down. And yes, here comes the tee again. Instructions are clear. This will make it a 2 converted try ladies. 38 out, slight angle to the left.
Yeah, we're just inside the 2 converted tries, won't it, Wooly? It'll bring us to 13 ahead, so just still, there's just still that leaving the door hanging open.
Yeah, I don't quite understand the logic of this. 13 ahead, it's not really going to make much difference. So they're gunning for a try to win it at the end.
Yeah.
I think maybe for the benefit of our viewers, if it does end up being a tie at the end like last week, what's the stipulations here?
So it, and I'll just let Max.
Great kick.
Lovely kick. So equal at full time. We go to 5 minutes each way, and I believe it's golden point rather than just playing it the whole way through. Crusher could probably correct me there.
Yeah, that's correct. Yep, so it's golden point, 5 minutes each way, and then if that's still tied, it's the team that scored the most tries, and then if that's tied, it's the team that scored the first try, which is us, of course.
Or do we go to, I thought in between that it was the most converted tries if tries are the same.
I'm not sure
No?
if that's an actual rule.
Okay. A bit of confusion about that last week, of course. That's Ken Graham playing silly buggers with the spare ball down there, and now we've got an extra one.
So just to confirm, it is converted tries and then it's first try.
That's the first I've ever heard of that rule. Converted tries.
Yeah, well, last time out they were all equal as well. So.
And a kickoff's taken cleanly.
Great charge, Nathan Marsh. Just a meat and potatoes man, isn't he? Just head down. Oh, and Ciolo's taken one high.
He's got it.
Yep,
Referee's got it.
He's picked it up. So Pornicky just need to take their time here. I'd almost be chancing my arm and then coming back. And that's what he's going to do. And Preston will, whoa, just didn't get a kind enough bounce. And the referee will come back. Smart play there from Declan Hay. Spotted the space and, yeah, just oftentimes that ball just bounces up right into the breadbasket, doesn't it, Wally? Not so much then.
Felt like Preston was kind of in two minds of whether to
kick or regather, yeah.
But anyway, good result because this can chew up a bit of time. We've got 12 minutes to go, and if Pornicky can put the ball down over halfway, they can start to camp out. And to be honest, it's not going to be too much of a variation from the game plan they've already been running, which is very in close to the ruck. And all they need to do is just start slowing down how quick they're clearing it.
Correct.
And good option at the
Nicely done. And nice pass off the top from Faulkner, but Rageling has lost it. And your Plymouth Old Boys through Harpy will reset.
It's your scrum, but he's down there, so I'm just...
And another injury. Oh.
Yeah, and it looks to be a bit more than cramp. Oh, no, maybe it is just cramp.
No, it's over here.
Well, certainly a shame that Wally, because it was a lovely clean line out, great off the top ball from.
Well, it feels like all of the line out problems, like they started at the throw, then it went to the jump, then it was the transition, and now it's the bloody bloke running off the. The problem just gets shifted out a phase.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Mate, you got that wrong. It's never the thrower's fault. You should know that from everyone.
Well, you never missed, Crusher.
No, I didn't.
I never really got a chance to miss because I just got to sit and watch you.
So into the game comes
best touch judge overhead, mate.
comes Brad Valentine for the injured Oliver Campbell, who's had a great game, I'd have to say.
After some early line-out jitters, he's been very busy.
Yeah. And so Brad Valentine, number 19, known as Antoine
Ronnie Dixon.
Yeah.
I hope that's not because of his haircut. And, well, I certainly hope it's not because of what his extracurricular activities are.
I was going to say, mate, I'll take the haircut.
Just for our younger viewers, Anthony Ron Dixon, a rather infamous criminal, early 2000s. Convicted of attempted murder with a samurai sword.
Yeah. Jump on Google and you'll get the backstory.
And just how Brad Valentine got to have that name, well.
And that's that man. Wait again. He hasn't been able to get it off. Well scooped up there by Pornicky. And again, did that pass need to be thrown?
It's numbers.
Mikey Brown carries himself. He's being held. Has he got knees?
Well, this is no problem at all because you've got to remember every scrum is chewing up. If they do it right, can chew up to about a minute off the clock. They are still down a player.
So just a change in the back line there as well. Matarangi is on, and I think it's Ethan Rangi has come off. So Matarangi's gone into the left wing. Very talented Colts player.
Yeah, just looking at the formation here, has Matarangi maybe gone to fullback and Max Rogers has moved to the wing? Just basing off how they've formed up the back line off the back of the scrum.
Gee, there's not much of him, is there?
No, but he's got some skills, this kid, and if you can see him get some pill and put his other men away, it's a thing of beauty.
Just a bit of a blind here. They go open.
He finds Preston, who again looks that tactic, makes the most of the sun, and Nick Robertson has found it. He gets it back inside. Oh!
That could have been it. But they have put it down into that corner.
Well, again, a very clever use of that sun, and you've got a feel for Millen there.
Yeah.
I've been in that exact position, staring into that sun.
It is not easy. And finally, they get a kick downfield right. That was heading to the touchline. Might have been tempted maybe just to let it roll into touch, and then. But they have this scrum now. 7-man scrum, mind. So big pressure coming in here on Louis McLaughlin and Josh Ray. And
and they've got the free kick. McLaughlin.
They're going to tap and go.
Back to the captain, Jaden Ford. Great run.
He's been courageous today, his Ford.
Absolutely. As has this man, Waite. Another good charge. McLaughlin clears. Ray heads wide, and Nick Robertson will take one back. Well, I feel for Josh Ray there, because he needed to try something. They had to chance their arm. As we said earlier, Porneki were guilty of it. The miss-out passes in their own half.
Almost exact copy of what happened in that first half there.
Absolutely. And, well, I don't want to start counting chickens, Wally, but I'm in that mood.
Now a hefty lead, and we have 7 minutes to go. And I have to say that is a very impressive result for a team that's been down by a man for the last 10 minutes.
Well, if you've got the right attitude about going down a man, that can happen, can't you? You galvanise and you grow an extra leg, and everyone just rips in, and it can be surprising how much of a mental advantage it can be as Max Rogers chips it through to take it up to 41-21.
Thanks for telling us about how to go down on a man there, Nick. Really appreciate that.
Oh, jeez.
But there's a lot of desperation now, isn't there? There was New Plymouth just throwing the ball around, so this game's not done yet. It could bounce the ball, go their way a couple of times. It could be all on again.
Absolutely. So I guess 3 converted tries, 21 points would get them the lead. So that's where they'll be looking ahead.
And it looks like Porneki has made another change as well. Looks like
Tony Smith, the
hamstrings on. Tony Smith, the only man who has to pass the drug test, not a weight restriction, to be able to play.
Well, he's not the only person in the club to have done that. In fact, might be a few culprits down there on the sideline.
I'm talking about roids, you're talking about recreational.
Yeah.
Same thing these days, isn't it? Well, since we're winding...
Hopefully Wada's not listening.
Since this one is winding down, there are a few more facts from New Plymouth they've been kindly supplied to us. We might as well get through.
Absolutely.
Well, Mason Millen, I think, who was very unlucky on that kick there, but it has otherwise had a very good game at the back coming into the line there. It says here 83 of his 85 kilos. A double brown. I don't think they still sold that.
Oh, what a great brew. I miss the old double brown.
Well, it looks like New Plymouth aren't done yet.
No, it's Rangi. Carries early. This is the substitute. He's come on. He's been well taken and driven back by Nick Robertson. 2 tries this afternoon. Another good charge. Looking to get into their work here. This will be, if there's any chance for Old Boys, they need it in the next couple of minutes. Just ticking over 5 to go on the scoreboard clock as McLaughlin picks and goes. Great run. He's relatively isolated, but they've been able to secure it. Ray. Advantage knock on.
Almost another intercept there.
Yeah, almost another intercept. I was thinking maybe he might go intentional, but they've reset now. McLaughlin there eventually. Back behind the players, and I believe that was Chad Smith. Not the Red Hot Chili Peppers drummer.
So it looks like you can put this one in the book, Shanksy, and start thinking about next week.
Well, boys, based on Tom's comment here, Timothy's comment here, you guys are done.
Well, Timothy Carrington, you can get fucked, mate.
Well, I'm
guessing you're from Taranaki, so you don't have a shield, and
Can I just
you
say
don't have a
that,
season.
Jamie Wall's an independent. He's got nothing to do with the Pōneke Rugby Club.
I'm not sure if Timothy was on when we apologised in advance for the our amateur unprofessional nature of this live stream, but yeah, I'm not sure what he was expecting. As we look to refocus on the rugby now, get our bearings. McLaughlin. Oh, well gathered. Still play on. Knocked back, says the referee. As Harpy, who's had a cracking game, is taken high by Nick Robertson. Again, we often see games like this descend a little bit as the captain. Jaden Ford. So they'll chip away here, New Plymouth Old Boys, as Harpy has the ball at his feet. Spending a lot of time out on the left wing this half. I'm not sure if he's changed, but looking to set up a set play, tap and go. McLaughlin
Nice shot.
finds Ethan Johansson, who's
No way through there.
tipped backwards. They head back to the short side. Good charge. They're about 2 metres out from the Pōneke line as he looks for that man Harpy, taking on Tony Smith, and he manages to get him into touch. Pōneke will take the line out 5 metres out.
No, it's still a minute and a half until the start. Minute and a half still.
Well, it's just counting down. Crusher, what's the draw looking like for next week? We can let everyone know where the next game's going to be.
Yeah, so the next game we're playing the winner of the University and some team from Christchurch.
Some team.
I can't remember. So Papadanga Panthers just beat the University Squids 43-14. There's no other scores there. So Waihora Longhorns, which is a hybrid team, or the University Slugs is where Pōneke will be next week. So either in Christchurch, Auckland or Wellington. Based on the Jetstar flights, New Zealand Rugby Union will book it that way.
What's in? This one.
Lovely take, Faulkner, who's been great in the line-out since coming on.
It's knocked on.
Yeah, just a wee knock-on coming down to Mikey Brown there. And New Plymouth Old Boys will get their opportunity now to finish.
And also, boys, that means that next weekend, from the other semi-final, was a repeat of last year's final. So Christchurch High School Old Boys up against the Papadanga Panthers.
Wow.
It'll be a huge clash.
And so, Crush, when's the game that's going to decide our opponent being played?
It's played at the moment. There's just no updates.
Right,
on the
okay,
score.
sure. Penalty. McLaughlin taps quickly. Harpy. Great charge. It's managed to be stripped.
Let's try.
And they've scored. Stripped through, and then I believe that's McLaughlin, the replacement halfback, who pounced on that and scored. So well done, that man. He's actually been one of the better players in the second half since coming onto the match. I feel.
Feels like that's it's all academic in the end.
No, well, the replacement player. Not the same guy.
So, bit of revenge for the fixture a couple of years ago and that infamous game in Wanganui.
Right, 2 minutes from now, boys.
31-0 that game ended up, I believe. Yeah, that's a great nudge.
Oh no, it looks like we're still going.
Yeah, quite often the ground clock's a little bit faster than the referees, or even the one that's on screen there. So be interesting to see how much time's on us, what the official time that the ref's got is. Because that could
there was a minute 30 for the red card and 3 minutes in total, I think he said.
Right. So 3 minutes in total left from now, Crush.
Well, it's not impossible.
Not impossible. High pass to that man Waite, who's probably for mine just about been New Plymouth Old Boys' best. Ray shows, goes. Again, they're going to need to work it out of their own 22. Kicking will not be on the card. I believe that's Sam Walmsley as they sling back to their right. Waite. And
There's the game.
well, they needed a chance to and it was always going to come with some risk. And again, probably for mine, are we doing our man of the matches now, Crush? Because I'm going to go out on a whim and give 3 points to Troy Howe. I think he's been absolutely fantastic, carrying like an absolute beast and on defence, bone jarring as well.
Yeah, I think Troy was the player of the day last match too. He scored 2 tries in the last fixture, so he's having a fantastic season. Part of the Wellington under-85s team as well.
I'll give you 10.
And if I was picking it, he'd be part of the New Zealand team coming up as well.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he's been fantastic this afternoon.
10 now.
2 points. Wardy, can you give us 2 points? Who's going to be your second
I'm going to go and say Jimmy Lee Hongara at halfback.
Yeah.
He marshalled the troops really, really well, and that's full time.
Yeah, and also 1 point to Seamus Roberry, the prop. I thought he was fantastic. Some great hits on defence. Absolute menace in there as well. So that's our 3-2-1. Shanksy, you want to finish us off, mate?
Yeah, sure. So look, a great result today. We got that hoodoo out the way. We've made it past the quarterfinal in the under-85s competition, and please stay posted for next week. As Crusher said, we're either going to be playing aside from Auckland or aside from Christchurch, so it could end up in any of one of the 3 cities. So we'll watch with bated breath for that. Whether we're on the road or back here local, will probably determine whether the live stream starts up again, unless NZ Rugby wants to throw us a bone and send. I'm not sure if Timothy will be that pleased though if we're back on it again. Please do tune in, mate. We like constructive feedback and we'll try and improve next time. But
I don't think he's coming back.
I think his season's over now.
Yeah.
Go watch some cricket.
But no, thanks all for tuning in. Thank you, Wally, for taking time
My
out
pleasure.
of your
My
busy day to come back down to the club. Enjoy the test tonight. Crusher, as always, mate, outstanding. Coming down and setting all this up to all those viewers out there who love it. Let's hope that Jacko's up over in the British Isles in the wee hours of the morning. Getting told by Maria to shut the hell up, jumping out of his shoes watching this game as well. I hope I've done you justice by jumping on the lead call, mate. But thanks all again, and we'll see you next time.
10-4.